Oh, something different.
Genesis chapter 26, verse 1. Now there was a famine in the land, besides the former famine that was in the days of Abraham. And Isaac went to Gerar, to Abimelech, king of the Philistines. Now there was a famine in the land. You know which land this is? The land that God promised Abraham and his seed. The famine was in the promised land. What do you do when your promise has some trouble in it? You know, it's always been very interesting because very often persons are of the view that if God gave it to you, there'll be no trouble. If it was really God's plan for you, there'd be no issues. Yes, and we quote the scriptures and we then use that to determine, was this really of God or not? But this was the promised land. The land promised to Abraham and to his seed forever. And Isaac had not done anything wrong. He had not gone contrary to the word of God. Yet there was famine in the land. Even though it is your promise, even though it is your blessing, there will sometimes be struggles. Sometimes there will be challenges. The enemy is never going to sit back and just watch us excel and succeed and do well. Actually, if you have no trouble, that's when you should be concerned. Because if there's no trouble, it means the enemy does not see you as a threat. So, what to do when there is trouble in the promise? Remember God's words. Remember what he has taught you. Stand up, fight, hold your ground. It's your promise. Don't give it up. Don't give up on your children just because some things aren't working the way you want it. You know that God gave you that job or God gave you that business. You may be having a downtime right now, but it's yours. It is still a blessing, though there is some trouble. Though your ministry might be having some challenges, it is still the blessing of God. Sometimes there will be trouble in the promise, but remember, it is still the promise. Speak over it. Call it what it is. Believe God for what he told you and hold on to your promise. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And for more, join us at 9 a.m. on Sunday mornings at 10 Union Square, Crossroads. If you can't be there in person, join us virtually via Facebook Live.